Okay.
By introduction, my name is Thomas Michael Linski. I retired as a Chief Master Sergeant in the Air Force. I currently reside in Millersville, Georgia, and I am purposefully participating here in support of the Golden Star families in Virginia. One might ask why. To start with, I'm part of the Gold Star family group myself. The family lost a baby brother in Vietnam some 53 years ago. Amongst the 4 boys in the family, there were 2 Marines and 2 airmen, totaling some 55 years. I recall July 1961 arriving by bus with other recruits at Lackland Air Force Base. We were greeted by a deep military voice yelling, "Let's go, Rainbows! Off your butts! Off the bus!" I realized we were called Rainbows because the clothes we wore were of various colors looking like a rainbow. It took 3 days before we were issued uniforms that now represented the Air Force unit and no longer rainbows. From that day forward, we were airmen, part of the fighting force of American servicemen and women. We are but one. I am honored and privileged to assist the Virginia One for the Fallen in completing their mission. The need is there to help the Gold Star families of Virginia and nation to honor and remember those fallen heroes every day, not just Memorial Day. I will honor and remember all these heroes by name. Reverence, concluding with a final military salute. My super friend, Mason Smith, only 16 years old, is doing my running for me in Collins, Georgia. Thank you, Mason. Okay, push the button.
Hi, my name is Mason Smith. I'm from Tattnall County, Georgia. My mentor, Thomas Linski, who has the desire to run but cannot run as of now anymore. So I am doing his miles for him. I've been to one honor and remember ceremony, and it was for Staff Sergeant Dustin Wright, and it hit our community really hard. That and all the other soldiers who are fighting for our country really influences me, and it influences me to work harder and to do everything I can in my community.
This hero marker is dedicated to these fallen Virginia military heroes who gave their lives in service to our nation. Sergeant Abdul L. Cason, Captain Michael P. Cassidy, United States Army, June 2010. Sergeant Forrest D. Calthorne, United States Army, April 2007. Petty Officer James Roger Kelvin, United States Navy, March 2001. Sergeant David J. Chambers, United States Army, January 2013. Present arms. Order arms. As you were. Marker is dedicated to these fallen Virginia military heroes who gave their lives in service to our nation. Airman First Class Lee Bernard E. Chavez, United States Air Force, 2006. Sergeant Jason Thomas Chavez, United States Army, June 2011. Petty Officer Nicholas D. Chiquet, Chief Petty Officer, United States Navy, 2012. Sergeant Craig W. Cherry, United States Army, National Guard, August 2004. And finally, Lance Corporal Coti S. Childers, United States Marine Corps, 2010. I might add that these are not just a bunch of names. Each has a story. Lance Corporal Coti Childress, 19 years old, always wants to become a Marine. Coti, the Marine, was killed in combat action with the 2nd Battalion, 6th Marine Regiment, August 20th, 2010 in Afghanistan. He joined the delayed entry program at the beginning of his senior year of high school, Grass Field, in North Carolina. Upon graduation, he attended boot camp at Parris Island. Afterwards, it was the School of Infantry, Camp Geiger. Loving his country, he was proud the Marines were making a difference in Afghanistan. Growing up, Coti spent most of his free time hunting and fishing with his best friend, his father, Randy. He loved his family, had many friends, because he could make anyone laugh. Coti left behind his fiancée, Megan Smithdale, his parents, brother, half-brother, half-sister. He now rests at Arlington National Cemetery. Rest in peace. Attention! Order arms. Order arms. As you were. This hero marker is dedicated to these fallen Virginia military heroes who gave their lives in service to our great nation. Sergeant James M. Ciccone, United States Army, November 2012. Construction Mechanic, 2nd Class, Kevin L. Clark, United States Navy, 2005. Gunnery Sergeant Theodore Clark, Jr., United States Marine Corps, 2005. Sergeant First Class Reginald Lee Clark, United States Army, August 2005. Staff Sergeant Stephen J. Jr., United States Army, July 2004. Present arms. Order arms. As you were.
Okay.
This hero marker is dedicated to those fallen Virginia military heroes who gave their lives in service to our nation. Staff Sergeant Jeffrey T. Cleveland, United States Marine Corps, 2004. Petty Officer, Second Class, Kenneth E. Clodfelter, United States Navy, October 2000. Sergeant Jesse G. Clowers, Jr., United States Army, August 2007. Petty Officer, Second Class, Travis L. Cole, United States Navy, October 2015. Petty Officer, Second Class, Travis L. Cole, United States Navy, October 2015. Airman First Class, Michael Omar Coleman, United States Air Force, 2005, February. Present arms. Order arms. As you were. This hero marker is dedicated to these Virginia fallen military heroes who gave their lives in service to our nation. Specialist Bradley S. Coleman, United States Army, October 2008. Special Warfare Chief Petty Officer David M. Collins, United States Navy, March 2014. Corporal Matthew A. Commons, United States Army, March 2002. Corporal Pedro Victor Vida Canseco, United States Marine Corps, February 2012. Air Crew Member, Helicopter, Chief Petty Officer Brian A. Collins, once again, these are not just names. All these names have a personal story. Petty Officer Third Class Brian A. Collins was a crew member on a 5-man Sea Dragon minesweeper helicopter. On 1 August 2014, while on routine training exercise just off the coast of Virginia, they were forced to make an emergency crash landing into the Atlantic. The accident left Collins, another dead, 2 injured, and 1 remained lost at sea. Serving only 2 years and 2 months in the Navy, he was only 25 years old, leaving behind a wife, parents, 2 sisters, his dog Howie, who he loved. Friends always commented that Crewman Collins was always filled with joy and love. He always saw things in the positive. Rest in peace, Brian. We thank you for your sacrifices and military service. Present arms. Order arms. As you were. This hero marker is dedicated to these fallen Virginia military heroes who gave their lives in sacrifice to our great nation. Sergeant Timothy J. Conrad, United States Army, 2012. Private Benjamin Wesley Koch, United States Army, April 2008. Sergeant Gregory T. Copes, United States Army, August 2012. Electron Specialist Richard D. Costello, United States Navy, October 2000. Lance Corporal Neil W. Coti Sears, United States Marine Corps, June 2012. Present arms. Order arms. As you were.